Okay, so let's resize, and the last thing I want to show you, or the last almost essential thing, is animate. Now it's not essential, especially in this scene, because there's actually no animation happening. But if you want any movement whatsoever, even like things like post-processing needs to be animated. You know, like 80% of my scenes, or maybe 90, have needed animate, so I put that in there anyway. This is the most simple animate method I can think of. Yeah, we got animate bind this. This is a React thing. In pure JavaScript, it'd just be a normal animate function. Oh, sorry, callback. And yeah, request animation frame is a good one to use because it's the smoothest one I've ever used. You could always also use set timeout or something else, or set interval, but I quite like request animation frame. Excuse me. And this calls a method here, render motion. And inside render motion, we have the camera looking at the scene position. And now this maybe seems like cheating, but it's just a very nice way of making sure that your camera is always looking at your scene. If you want more control over this, yeah, no trouble. You can manually change the camera position and rotation, but look at is a very nice way of doing it. And last but not least, we need to take the renderer and then we need to render the scene and the camera. Okay, this is obviously very, very important. We could have put this all the way up in our initiation method, and it would have worked, but yeah, if you're using animation, then you should probably put it within the animation loop. Excuse me. Okay, and that's it. Now, just because this is a little boring, I'm just going to show you what it looks like if I animate the cylinder. Oh, but we can't do that because I do not have it saved. Okay, no trouble. Okay, so let's add a prop in here. Normally I'd add it at the top, but I'm a bit lazy today. So now we can change this variable to a prop. And of course, then we need to change this one to a prop. So now the cylinder is just a prop on our entire component. We can put that into render motion, and then we can go no, let's rotate it. That would be more interesting. Rotation x plus equals, I don't know. Let's go with 0.2. Don't want to get too out of control here. And let's change the Z rotation as well, so we got some crazy rotation going on. Okay, so now we just need to reload our scene, and hopefully we'll be able to see some cool animation effects happening. Might need to refresh the... might take a little while. Okay, and as you see, like within React, we don't really render anything. You can render a div here if you want to, but it's totally up to you, because everything is done and added to our HTML via document body, add child, wherever that is. Yeah. Okay, and there we go. It's like a kind of I don't know, washing machine effect. And it's a bit fast, but I guess you can kind of see how the light is shining off it. Not really. Maybe I'll just slow that down a little bit. And maybe I'll make that not like white all over, but like black actually, or sort of a lighter black. Now let's see what that does. So just a second. Another thing when you're using React is that when you unmount You obviously need to remove the event listener, otherwise it will remain within the DOM attached to the window. You need to cancel the animation frame, otherwise it will continue, which you don't want. And you should remove the canvas, really. If you're not using it anymore, you should remove it. So that's like a kind of a tidy up thing. Oh, here we go. Okay, so let's make that a bit bigger. Oh, okay, it's not bigger. But you can see how the light's shining off it. And I quite like, you know, if I'm building a 3D model or something, I quite like having that light there to, it just makes it look really cool. Alrighty, so that's it for today. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.